Hollywood is never short of mysteries, but the latest story involving 50 Shades of Grey star Jamie Dornan has caused a stir. According to sources close to the matter who asked to remain anonymous, Jamie is said to have fathered a child with an unknown woman whose identity has never been made public. Mysterious encounter. According to the source, Jamie's relationship with the woman began during a business trip to the suburbs of the south of France in 2021, when he was filming an independent project. She was a behind-the-scenes worker, a young screenwriter who rarely appeared in public and always kept her identity a secret. No one on the set knew what the two had going on, said an unnamed production assistant. They just disappeared at the same time during breaks. The birth of a child, and the silence. In early 2023, the woman is said to have given birth to a baby girl. There are no photos, no public name, and even the hospital where she gave birth refused to confirm. However, one strange point is that Jamie suddenly stopped a series of major projects and spent a lot of time at a remote house in the Irish countryside, which is later said to be the home of her and the baby. A few candid photos show Jamie holding a baby girl who looks very much like him, from her cold gray eyes to her characteristic broad forehead. But Jamie has refused to comment on this incident in all recent interviews. Extreme privacy protection. The woman is said to have signed an extremely strict legal agreement with Jamie's legal team, pledging not to reveal anything to the press. She lives a reclusive life, away from social media and the media. Even her real name is not on any public records. Affection or responsibility? Insiders still ask, is this just a short-lived emotional mistake, or is Jamie secretly nurturing a relationship with this woman and his stepdaughter? A source close to the Dornan family said, he doesn't want to hurt his current wife and children. But at the same time, he never turns his back on his own child. Conclusion. Although not confirmed by any party, the story of Jamie Dornan's secret child is still a topic that makes fans constantly speculate. And in the glamorous but also shady world of Hollywood, perhaps only time will bring the truth to light. Part 2. The mysterious woman suddenly speaks out, revealing the shocking truth about Jamie Dornan. After months of absolute silence, an anonymous account has just appeared on the social networking platform Threads with a strange name, @WritingInShadows. At first, it was just a few random lines about motherhood, but quickly, a special post in early July 2025 shocked the online community, especially Jamie Dornan's fans. A gentle confession, but enough to cause a shock. I once swore I wouldn't tell. Because of love, I kept it a secret. But I am also a mother, and my daughter deserves to know that her father is more than just a name in the dark. The post was accompanied by a black and white photo, a 2-year-old girl's hand holding a silver necklace engraved with the words JD 2023. The intricate detail suggested that this was no ordinary piece of jewelry, a personal gift. Immediately, Jamie's image analysts and die-hard fans began to find clues. Some noticed that he had worn the exact same bracelet in a short TV interview in mid-2023, then suddenly disappeared. A direct letter to Jamie Dornan. 3 days later, the account posted another, open letter. Jamie, I promise to protect you and your baby, in any way. I don't want to destroy your life, or your current family. But don't make me continue to live as a shadow. We created a life together, and she needs you, not as a name stamped on a birth certificate, but as a real father. No need to name anyone, no need to tag, but thousands of shares brought Jamie Dornan into the spotlight once again. Jamie Dornan responds, BBC surprise interview. Besieged by the media, Jamie finally broke his silence in a private interview with BBC Radio 4. I won't deny that there are parts of my life that I've tried to hide, not because I'm ashamed, but because I want to protect other people. I'm not perfect. I'm a father, a husband, and a human being trying to do the right thing. This ambiguous but suggestive statement has been interpreted in many ways by the media. Some journalists believe that this is Jamie's way of admitting without directly confirming, a common occurrence for celebrities caught up in sensitive cases. Public opinion divided, but little girl still takes center stage. Some have criticized Jamie for being dishonest with his current family. But many fans have been sympathetic, saying that this is a human error in the alluring circumstances of showbiz. A social media support group called #Justice for the Little One has started calling for Jamie to publicly acknowledge her daughter, protecting the honor of the girl and her mother. The unfinished story. It is unclear whether Jamie will step forward with her daughter or continue to keep quiet. But one thing is certain: the secret will continue to intrigue the public and the media. Part 3. Jamie Dornan caught with secret daughter in New York. The truth cannot be hidden any longer. What seemed to be just a rumor is gradually becoming a clearer reality than ever. On July 3, an exclusive photo from an anonymous paparazzi was posted on a popular entertainment blog, capturing the moment Jamie Dornan appeared in Central Park, New York, next to a 2-year-old girl. Both were wearing gray hoodies and baseball caps. The girl was held in Jamie's arms, nestled against his shoulder, her face revealing familiarity and trust. Shocking photo angle. Like a child clone. Although Jamie deliberately kept his head down and the girl wore a hat to cover her face, within hours of the photo being posted, fans began to analyze. The girl had distinctive blue-gray eyes, a slightly pointed chin, and a smile with a slight gap in her front teeth, all of which were compared to Jamie's childhood photos. A user on X, formerly Twitter, wrote, "No DNA test needed. You can tell it's his kid. A mini Jamie Dornan. Suspicious travel itinerary." Another detail that makes the matter clearer is that Jamie had no filming or public events scheduled in New York that week. However, according to the paparazzi, he arrived in the city on a private flight, without his wife or children. It is known that he rented a separate penthouse in the Soho area, which is believed to be the temporary residence of the unnamed woman and the girl. Reactions from the fan community. The online community is once again divided. One side defends Jamie, saying that he is quietly providing for and taking care of his daughter, even though he does not want to attract public attention. Another group criticized Jamie, saying that he was living a double life, maintaining the image of a model husband and father while maintaining a secret second family. The hashtags #Jamie and the baby and #ShadowFamily immediately climbed to the top trending in the US and Europe within 24 hours. The media is pounding, but Jamie remains silent. Faced with a wave of questions from the press, Jamie refused to answer interviews and left New York just 48 hours after the photos were leaked. He is said to have flown straight back to the UK to meet his official family. Many people began to worry about the reaction of his wife, Amelia Warner, who is usually quiet and rarely appears with Jamie in public. Part 4. Amelia Warner officially speaks out. The identity of the mysterious mother that shocked Hollywood. On July 6, just 3 days after the photo of Jamie Dornan and the baby girl in Central Park exploded on social media, what everyone was waiting for finally happened. Amelia Warner, Jamie Dornan's legal wife, officially spoke out. A private person, Amelia rarely appears in public, and almost never answers the press. But this time, she chose to post a long article on her personal Instagram, along with a photo of lavender flowers, a symbol of peace after the storm. A calm and hurt sharing. "I've known this for a long time. Not from the press, not from social media, but from the man I loved for nearly 2 decades. We had months of fighting, hurting, and even, quietly parting ways to find out what was true, what was our true selves. The girl is not at fault. Neither is the woman. There are no villains in this story, only people who fell in love at the wrong time." Amelia's post immediately attracted more than 2 million likes in just 8 hours, and hundreds of thousands of comments from fans around the world. Many praised her for her strength, civility and composure in handling the incident that could have destroyed an entire family. The identity of the mysterious mother revealed. A few hours after Amelia's post went viral, Variety magazine suddenly published an exclusive investigation, confirming the identity of the mysterious mother, Sophia Leclerc, a 32-year-old French-Belgian screenwriter. Sophia had written the script for an independent film starring Jamie Dornan in 2021, called Autumn Silence. The project was filmed in Provence, southern France, matching the rumors from the beginning of the story. The magazine also published a previously unseen photo, Sophia and Jamie sitting down for dinner at a small bistro on the outskirts of Aix-en-Provence. In the photo, both are smiling brightly, but what is notable is that Sophia's hand is placed lightly on Jamie's, in an undisguised gesture of intimacy. Sophia Leclerc speaks out, "I never wanted to break up a family." Shortly after being exposed, Sophia released an official statement through her lawyer. "I never wanted to be in the media spotlight. I never wanted to break up a family, and certainly not my daughter growing up in turmoil. Jamie and I had a complicated relationship, but I always respected his position in the family." The turnaround, Jamie faces a decisive choice. With all this now clear, Jamie is now faced with a difficult choice: continue to protect his family life with Amelia, or publicly acknowledge and participate in raising his young daughter Sophia. Insiders say Jamie has met with his personal lawyer to discuss legal custody, but has not made a public statement.